Where my girls at?
Taking the spice, you know, keep it locked in.
Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while the beat keep knocking.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the ladies' show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls?
Everybody please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Draya Michelle's ex, Tyrod Taylor, accuses her of living rent-free in his LA home amid eviction battle. Tyrod filed court documents as part of a lawsuit Draya filed against him and his company over a home he owns in Chatsworth, California. Draya has lived in the home since 2022. She has continued to live in the home after their breakup in 2023. The model sued Tyrod, claiming he refused to follow through on a deal to sell her the home. According to Draya's lawsuit, the couple verbally agreed that Draya could stay in the house and eventually buy the house back from Tyrod if she wanted. Moreover, they agreed that any changes or payments made to the house would go to the final cost if she decided to buy the home from Tyrod. Her lawsuit states that these agreements were verbal because they were still dating at the time. A year later, in 2023, the two broke up and Draya moved on to bear a new baby daddy, 22-year-old NBA player Jalen Green. Draya, though, was still staying in the house. Draya claims she offered Tyrod $2.8 million to buy the house, but he upped the price to $3.8 million, which she was okay with because she put $3,000 into the home. Tyrod is saying no deal, and he wants her and her kids out. Now Draya is suing for breach of contract for an undisclosed amount of money. Guru, so what's your thoughts on Draya Michele wanting to stay in the house her ex bought for her when she has a whole new NFL baby daddy?
Well, coming from this prancer, dear, I would say that real estate is everything. Having a home, I can understand that because of the worth. I mean, a home is costly. To have something like that is to have wealth. So I can see why she would want to keep it, regardless of who had it prior or who she shared it with. Like, I'm keeping this because it's an asset. Point blank, period.
Well, to her, it's probably a principle thing.
Yeah.
It's a principle thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we were good, everything was good, but now that we're
Right.
no longer good, oh, you're trying to renege on what you told me?
I know she wasn't standing on principle when she had that baby.
You know
Yeah,
what?
and I mean, look, she's dating an NFL player. She has a kid by him. I understand where she's coming from, like wanting to stay in the same home and all that, but he does have the right to change his mind.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that doesn't mean he's not a person. He could still be that, you know, but you know, he has the right to change it. It's his home. And if he wants to sell it to somebody and maybe get more money from it, or not just on principle, not selling it to her because she's now, I mean, he could be petty. He's petty.
This is childish, right?
But I'm saying if you're going to make changes
petty.
like that,
It sounds like he's
changes.
petty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not for nothing, Draya has money. Like,
She does.
so buy your own home. Buy your own home. Why do you need this home?
And she had one. I'm like, I don't even know what happened. I didn't even know she was dating this man. I don't even know who he is. So I didn't know
I've
none
never
of
heard
that.
of this.
Well, let me ask y'all this. If it were you and you were in the place of the NFL player and the guy that was living in your space went and had a baby on you with another woman. And
Oh, is that what
maybe-
this is?
Huh?
I missed that part. Is that what ended their relationship?
Well, I believe it was. I believe they ended it.
Girl.
And in the process of ending, I believe she had a baby with somebody else.
Oh, well, that's why he's being like this. See, like I said, when it comes to her personal life, absolute disaster. Business, I'll give it to her because she done came from ratchet tree to a businesswoman, but when her personal life gets mixed in, it's a disaster. I didn't, because like I said, I didn't even know she was dating another guy, so I had no idea that trickled to this, to the NFL player. Like, well,
Yeah,
oh well,
if this dude had a whole baby on you,
yeah,
and even if you did promise him, let's say, a house, you gonna be like, yo, you must be out your rabbit
no,
mind
yeah,
to
seriously,
Yeah.
think that I'm gonna all of a sudden let you live in the house with your previous kids
yeah.
and the new one,
That's very different, not even a little different.
and
And
I'm
if they went
supposed to be
legal,
happy about it.
yeah, if they went
But this
legal, I
is
mean, I don't know because they're not married. If they went legal, couldn't that be some kind of issue? Like if, being that she had a baby on him, and say if they did go legally, like this would be a house or whatever, couldn't the court say something, even though they're not married? I understand it's a little different.
Man, it seems like even if there was a text message stating, what it stated, and
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, like he could say, "Yo, it was a joke," or "I was,"
That's crazy.
it's at the end of the day, it seems like to me that this her suit is gonna be thrown out.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
absolutely. I mean, I don't know what state do we even know what state this is in? Is this in LA or
California.
something? Oh, okay. Like I don't even know the laws out there, but I would I would say it's gonna wind up getting thrown out. I
yeah.
don't think that she has, but this is the thing about celebrities. They have all this money to burn. So they're gonna
Mhm.
keep suing and suing and suing and suing and get like, a shot in the dark. She knows it's a shot in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, hey, what I could spend a couple of $1,000s on an attorney to see if I can get this house whatever. It's like I'll make that $1,000 up in a couple thousand up in a photo shoot next month or something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
That's
How
crazy.
much
that's
is
what.
Draya Michele worth?
I don't know, but she's not. I mean, I don't even know if she really models like that anymore. I haven't kept up with her in a long time, but she's like she got
Yeah,
endorsements
she
and all
just
of this
makes
stuff. She
babies.
got her own lines. Like I don't even know if she's really considered just a model anymore. So I have no idea. She and got her hands in a whole bunch of stuff. So I have no idea.
It says she's worth $600,000.
Oh, then that's not.
Well, I mean,
Better than nothing,
six
huh?
hundred thousand dollars.
Yeah,
If she's
right.
worth that, that's
Better
a
than
far
Better
cry
than
nothing.
from a
nothing,
couple of $1 million a house.
Better than
Listen,
nothing.
Now I know why she's
right?
trying
She
to hold
worth
on
more
to
than
this
me.
house.
She worth more than me. She worth something. Okay.
She's
So
worth more than a lot of NFL players, NBA. I mean, I'm sorry, the house is worth more than a lot of NBA players, NFL players. She's trying to keep that house because that house is a big come up for her. She
yeah,
can't if she's worth $600,000. 600,000 it is? Or what was it that you said? 600,000?
600,000.
600,000.
Yeah, like she's never buying that house on her own.
but if she had a baby by him, then she gonna have to let this go, girl. You had a
Yeah,
baby on that man.
it's
That's
so
very
Yeah.
wild
true.
to me to
Listen,
have this in the news like this.
Yeah, like
See,
let's be
understand it.
real.
Just because you have a baby by somebody, that don't mean nothing. Y'all he ain't got to give you no money.
Nope, you really don't.
Y'all not
maybe
married.
not.
He's
Maybe
not obligated to do nothing for you besides take care of that kid.
Right.
but her history with men is so bad that maybe
That's
she's just
why I'm
like,
like,
even
mm-mm.
this NFL player might not, work out. This whoever it is that she's with now. I don't know who she's with right now, but whoever it is that she's with right now, that might not work out. Then
Oh,
she's
NBA.
gonna
He
be
play
out
NBA.
again. She's gonna be on the butt
Jalen
again.
Green. He played basketball.
Oh, basketball player,
Yeah.
They
football,
still together?
basketball, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jalen.
they wasn't.
I think so.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Is she
He
still
played
pregnant?
basketball. Jalen Green. He played basketball.
She's
I
still
mean,
pregnant?
what's going on here? Are they just going from athlete to athlete? Like,
Of
Yes, that's what
course.
she
What you
does.
mean? Yes. That's what they're doing.
That
Yes.
is
She
exactly what's
for
going
sure.
on.
She's been
From
through a lot of
Sunday.
athletes from different. Yeah.
first of all, number two, Jalen Green. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Jalen Green. He the best.
Jalen Green should have knew better than this too.
Listen.
What, having a baby?
22.
No, by having her, like, look, stop promising people things that you know you're not gonna deliver on.
Okay.
Jalen Green isn't the one who promised this to her.
Right.
But he said that there
Yeah,
was
it
a
wasn't
thing
him, it
where
was somebody
Jalen,
else.
huh?
No, go ahead, go ahead.
There was a thing where supposedly she now if we're gonna go, this is what she said and what she got in the lawsuit, that he promised her the house or
No,
promised
you're
her
talking
something
about
to that effect.
Tyrod. You're talking about
Right.
Tyrod still.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Now I'm
Tyrod
Yeah,
is
confusing.
yeah.
Jalen is the one
Okay,
she's having a baby with, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
right,
who she
right,
had a baby with, I think.
right.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
not pregnant no more?
No, she had the baby
I don't
already.
think so. She
Okay.
had the baby.
Maybe a couple of months now.
I'm
Oh,
telling
okay.
y'all, that used
The
to be my
baby
Yeah,
got
girl.
you are
yeah,
That
they
so
used
had
to
the
be my
baby.
tired,
girl. I
huh,
do not
dear?
keep up.
Yo,
I don't keep up,
so
yo.
let me get this right though. So
Okay.
the first Tyrod Taylor,
Yes.
you can't be promising people certain things because people will attach to that. And you can't be. I mean, do you have to go that far, dog? You got to go that far to promise her a whole house? I
That's
don't
funny.
even
I
think
Didn't
you
mean,
say it
had to
like
go
that.
that far.
He definitely did.
I mean, it could be. Listen, how many men have sex with you and just say they love you
I was
like the
about to
first
say
couple?
when the
Like,
cooch
you know what I mean?
good, when the cooch
Who
good,
knows what
her
she
cooch
got?
was
What she
talking.
working with? She could be working with
Right.
the golden pea. I don't know.
And
You
not
know?
only that, this ain't the first athlete she's been with, bro.
This is
If
her
this ain't the
lane.
first
It's
athlete she been with
This is
on
her
GP,
lane.
you're not supposed to do that.
This is her
listen. I
lane.
just
This
think
is her
homegirl
lane.
Okay.
she should just take her losses because, like, at the end of the day, it's like, all right, you're gonna find another football player after this one or whatever, and you're gonna like accumulate your money, buy a house you can afford if you didn't have these guys, because all of this is gonna fade at one day. You're not gonna be able to sustain this lifestyle forever, And so, like, if you are a smart businesswoman, then you'll cut your losses here, and then a lot of people like to live above their means, and that also helps them
Yep.
to gain more jobs. You know what I'm saying? You look like you got money. You look like I mean, she have 600. I would be happy to be a 600,000-aire. You know what
I
I
know
mean?
I would.
Like,
Right.
Absolutely.
I'd be
I
happy
know I
about
would.
that. But I also
Exactly.
would live on my within my means. You know what I mean? I'm not
Mhm.
trying to buy $3 million house because I know I'm 600 worth $600,000.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
trying to
Like,
keep up
that's
with the Joneses,
yeah.
Gotta keep
Exactly.
up with the Joneses.
Yeah, so
Mm.
the whole
Not
thing is
what you know,
crazy.
it's who you know.
It
Yeah.
is.
The whole thing is crazy. She looks crazy because she trying to fight you for what's yours. You look crazy for promising her something like this anyway.
Yeah. So you
Everyone looks
deserve
dumb. Yep.
it. Exactly. Dumb and dumber.
Hey gurus, one of the biggest surprises of the week was when we saw Chloe Bailey and Burna Boy emerge in public as a sizzling celebrity couple. From the looks of things that look new to us wasn't new to them, it appeared. Like it wasn't new at all. What do y'all think about Chloe Bailey with Burna Boy? And do you think this is a diss to DDG? Is his name DDG or what is his name?
Yeah, that's his name, DDG.
But wait, that's
I
not
thought
that's the wrong
I thought
sister.
DDG
That's
The
a
was
wrong
the
different
sister.
sisters.
sister.
Wrong
Yeah,
sister.
Oh yeah, wrong,
you're
definitely
mixing them
wrong
Wrong
up.
sister.
sister.
DDG was with
Excuse
Haley.
me. Oh
Yes.
my
Oh,
God.
DD,
Yeah, Haley, right? Haley, not
yeah, DDJ is with
DDG
Haley.
is
Well,
Haley.
was with Haley. Had a baby
Yes.
with Haley,
Right.
Chloe,
and
That's her
now
baby
Chloe
right?
daddy.
is
And you
with
don't know
Burner
man,
Boy.
I'm
all right.
crying.
And
So I
yeah,
mean,
so Chloe,
baby.
go ahead.
because I was looking at the pictures close and I thought they kind of looked alike, but I didn't know.
Well, they're
Sister.
No,
sisters.
But they're two
they're
different
sisters,
people.
but they look very different.
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
I'm
I
crying.
didn't know. Um,
He's just tired. He's
but
tired.
you know what? Did it look odd the fact that the height difference was really
No, they just don't look good together to me. I'm just like, this kind of look
That is
weird.
just a joke.
It's
Let's get the
odd.
name pumping. PR team, where are you? Let's get this
I'm
out
just like,
there.
they
Let's
just
get her
don't go.
name. We don't hear her name. Let's get her name.
For real, I'm kind of like in mama bear mode, like where I'm like, she's young, let her live. Like,
Yeah,
they're not gonna
right.
probably wind up together.
Right.
They're
I
probably
hope
not gonna
not.
wind up together. She's having fun. Let her have fun. Who cares? Who cares?
She's
Like, you know
taking
what I
a
mean?
page
Like,
How
out
old
of
is
Louis
Burner Boy
Vuitton's
compared
book.
to her? I don't even know how old Burner Boy
I
is.
don't know how old he is
Burna
either.
Boy's in
that's
his
an interesting
30s.
question.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
like
And she's
26
like
at
what,
most.
24?
Yeah.
She's like
She's
26
probably
at
like
most.
24, probably.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. She's super. This is just all a publicity stunt,
I
guys.
feel,
The
I
page
don't
I
out
hope
know.
of
so.
Louis
Just
Harvey's
me
book.
personally, I feel like the way she speaks and her background, Burner Boy is too fast for her. It's not going to work. I really feel like he is too fast for her. She tried to play this game with her sexiness and everything. She just came out with all
I
this
know.
sexiness.
Yeah, but when you
So
hear her talk, she's the opposite of her image. Literally. When
What
you
is her
listen to her
image
speak,
again?
33. Burna Boy is 33
Burna,
and and
Remy,
Chloe
he look
Bailey
older than
is
that.
26.
No shade.
She's 20.
I
She's
know, right?
33,
I was
yeah.
gonna
So
say,
he
I
was
thought he
on.
was like
Listen, they got
36.
stage ages, okay? That's a stage age. I don't
That's
care what
crazy.
nobody went. He my age. I don't care. I
You
don't
don't even look
But
that age, but
yeah,
yours is a compliment. His is not. He look older
care.
than that.
I mean, well, he the male version of my age, you know?
Yeah,
so yeah, I
he do
feel
look
like
older.
so Ty, you're saying that Chloe is more mature, or she's more sexually active than she tried to portray that she is, or she's like, what do you mean? When you say
No, she's
opposite?
more childlike than she portrays herself. Like how she
Okay,
is, she's being a character when she's on stage, and that's just.
that's
But
how. Okay, okay, so we're on
when
the
you
same
listen
page
to
with
her
that.
speak,
Okay, so I
yeah,
feel,
she
yeah,
has this
okay, so yeah,
innocence
I feel
about
like
her.
she's
Like,
very, young
yeah,
minded. So I feel
hmm
Burner
Yeah,
Boy is
I
way
agree with that. I agree with
he
that.
gotta
Yeah.
go.
too
Yeah, he
grown,
gotta
Burna
go.
Boy
too
needs
grown
them
for her.
spicy girls. He was with Jada
Listen,
Kingdom. That's a Jamaican artist. He should have been with her, but I guess it didn't work. 'Cause I don't know. But then
Oh
Yeah,
man,
she
it's not
ended
gonna
up
work
going with somebody
because he's
else.
gonna try to mess. Yeah, he's gonna.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
so she got too much. That's my
I
thing
just feel
too.
like this is
The innocence, and he's like the complete opposite. I'm like, oh no,
That's why when Marcia's like Mama Bear, like Mama want to protect Chloe because yeah,
yeah,
Burner
Chloe,
Boy,
Chloe
he
King,
he
that's
likes the
all.
street.
I mean it in a
Yeah,
way like all right, so she's young. She's not I don't think she's thinking about settling down. I think he's thinking of I think we just recently heard about this, and then I think somebody has said are wedding bells and it's like, oh come
oh
on, man.
stop,
Like
Come
why
on, pump the
yeah.
everybody
brake.
gotta get
Pump the
married
brake.
because they've
that's
been pictured
gross.
together or they've been out
Like
together. Like
what?
let the girl
Stop it.
have her fun with her 33-year-old boyfriend who ain't gonna be her boyfriend in 2 months. Like who
Yeah.
cares? Like you know what
Give it 2 months. Give it one more week, girl.
I'm
I
done.
mean?
One more week.
Like
I
I
do that with
couldn't
my
get
own
past the
child. I'd be
height
like, okay,
difference. I
you
couldn't
I
do
get past
mean,
the height difference.
what woman doesn't want a tall
I was
man?
gonna say that's like
No, this
normal
is
to see a taller
beyond tall.
guy.
In
Yeah.
Like
wait a
in
minute,
her height view, this is beyond tall.
That's
that
fine.
doesn't matter. There
wait a
are
minute, wait a minute,
there
wait
are
a minute,
girls
wait a
that are
minute.
5'2" that
That's
want a guy
silly.
that's like
That's
six
silly,
six
right?
and pick them up. Like, what are you talking about? But talk. That's not. You're talking from a man perspective. A man can feel some type of way about dating a tall woman, having to step on a stool and everything like that. Women, no, pick me
Nah,
up,
man.
daddy.
The dude
Pick
looks
me
like
up.
he's going with a midget.
I'm done. The drama is
I'm
real.
5'2". I'm 5'2". My last boyfriend was 6'8".
Oh,
There you
Wow.
damn.
go.
That's a
There you
big
go. There
height
you
Yeah.
have it.
difference.
Thank you, Marcy.
Ooh, 6'8". That's tall as hell.
That is very
We
tall.
looked like a circus show together. Like literally, he would put his elbow on my head as we walking. You know what I mean? But like height isn't. I mean, I've dated guys that were 5'8", 5'9". You know what I mean? Like I don't think height matters. It's like you like what you like. If she liked him, maybe he's charismatic. Maybe somehow he got her like his. Wait, he's Jamaican, right?
No,
Is
he
he
African.
Jamaican?
He African.
He's
He's
African,
African. Oh, okay.
Nigerian, I
Oh,
think.
okay. Well,
Yeah. I think
oh, okay.
Nigerian.
Well, maybe he has like, that accent is very, mesmerizing or whatever. I don't know. Like this,
Of course it is.
she's
Of
not gonna be
course.
with him
The
forever.
spice
They're
of
not getting
life,
married or having
get
kids.
yourself an authentic
Right.
African. But
They're
still, I
having
feel like,
fun.
it's still too much. He's too grown. He's too grown. Even with the music.
I
He's too
don't
grown.
approve.
Yeah, I'm with Ty on this one.
What does Chloe Bailey? She sings? What does she do?
Yeah,
She's a
she's
singer.
under the
Yeah, she's a
Beyonce
performer. She's
team.
under the whole Beyonce. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
they're other Beyonce and them.
I mean,
Beyonce,
not Chloe. Who he's going with Chloe, right? We were talking
yeah,
about
Yeah,
Chloe.
but both of the
DDG
Yeah.
is
sisters
the
were
one that
under
goes with
Beyonce's
Haley.
label.
Yeah, that's her sisters. They started out as a duo, and then
Mm-hmm.
she ended up going her separate way, and then Hallie ended up doing Little Mermaid, and
Yeah,
moving.
I mean, they still do their stuff
Yeah,
together,
they
but
still do
yeah,
their
they're now
little thing, but
marketing
it's more so
themselves
not
separately.
Yeah.
mainstream. Right.
They have a few commercials together. I don't know if they're doing music, but I see them on TV all the time.
I
Yeah.
walked past.
Commercials.
They are doing Pandora.
They're doing
Oh, yes.
Pandora. Yep.
Yes.
Pandora,
They
yes.
did
I
Uggs over
I
the
was in the
summer.
mall doing some Christmas
Mm-hmm.
shopping yesterday, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, look at them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're
you're
doing their
right,
thing
Dad.
though, separately. They really are. They in their
They,
own
yeah.
lane.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I went
definitely.
on. I heard some of Chloe's music the
Yeah.
other day because she got some fire music out though.
She does. She has
I
really
mean,
good
who
music.
knows? She might be working on a collaboration. That's probably maybe
Right,
why they're
and that's
together right
another
now.
thing too.
Right.
Why not fraternize? Give the paparazzi something to talk about. Keep our
Because
names
they
on
were
the
mad. They were
blogs.
big mad when she did the collaboration with Chris Brown. They were big mad
Yes,
for
I don't
whatever
understand why.
reason.
I'm like,
get
relax.
the Chris Brown thing,
They
please.
weren't. Yeah, they weren't doing like I don't know. They was being dramatic with that. I was like, what's the problem?
Anybody that
Exactly.
Chris
They were
Brown
very
talk
mad.
to, they got a problem with. Y'all sitting here still bumping, listening to Diddy and everybody else. Get over
Exactly. Yeah,
the
please
hell.
get over yourselves.
Rihanna got over it.
Right. So y'all need to go. Okay.
Did
Y'all
a
holding
whole
on to
song and
things
everything after
nobody
that.
asked
Like what?
y'all. Right.
But you know what?
Nobody asked y'all.
It may turn out to be a good push. It might be a good pop.
Mm.
Because at the end of
Yeah.
the day, I mean, they both are around somewhat the same level in the music.
Yeah, the
And
song would
the
be
way
good.
that,
Mhm.
huh?
The song would be good, but I don't
Also,
approve of anything else.
and also that
Leave it at the
I'm
and
with
also
song.
Ty
that
though. Even
African
though I'm
like
laughing, I'm with Ty
that
though. I am with
Afrobeat
Ty.
stuff is like hot now. Like
Yeah.
so maybe
Right.
maybe she'll get something like a good feature or something out of it or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, Benzino was filmed by his girlfriend threatening to unalive himself with a knife because she called the cops on him for allegedly beating on her.
Okay, just stop. Stop, please. Stop. Stop, stop. No, just put your knife down. Okay. Just stop. Get your knife.
Call him, please.
No, I'm not. Give me the knife. No. No, okay. Stop, okay. Come on. No, give me the knife. I will tell them to know to come.
Do y'all think Benzino and his girl made that drama up? Or do y'all think Benzino was having a mental breakdown lately?
Yes. Mental breakdown. He's not making nothing up. That's a cancer man. He's telling the truth.
This girl, the horoscope.
That was
Debbie always gotta come with
I
the
know.
horoscopes.
Yeah, she's like, listen.
You already know it. He's a liar.
Listen, I have to co-sign that cancer
crying.
analysis
Let me
because
tell you
yes,
something.
for
An
sure.
unhealed cancer man, baby. They unhinged.
Mhm.
They unhinged. They are
So,
unhinged.
so y'all think that he was making this up? You think that him and
Up.
his girl made it up?
We think that is real. We
No,
think
we
it's
think
real.
it's real, and we think that he needs to go see a mental person.
Oh wow!
He's
Wow.
pretended. They're trying to save face now because like
Yeah.
he done put his stuff out on Broadway.
I know what
Now
real
we all
crying looks
see
like.
it.
That's real crying.
Right. And he's like,
I'm gonna kill myself.
Right.
Oh my God. We were just rolling. We were acting for a role, guys. We were acting for a role. It was for a role. She was helping me. That's two. You went all in for the role.
he was
Because
like, you
I'm
gotta have
crying.
my back on this, babe, because my career, how are we gonna keep the lights on and this house together and all this stuff if I don't have a career, you're gonna put me under. So
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, now we have to save face. I mean, I'm not making fun of him. The man has obvious mental issues, and I really think he needs to get help. Yeah. But I'm not making fun of him. Yeah, but it's like it's very obvious. This ain't even your first go around. Like you've been doing this, you know.
Yep. That's
His
why
own
it's
daughter don't
believable.
mess with him like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Guys, you can
somebody
answer.
had to upload that video.
She did.
She
Yeah, his girl did
uploaded.
probably.
What you mean? She was probably on live.
Was like, she was
Somebody
like,
come
all
look
right,
at
you want to
this.
act the fool?
I'm
Watch
good.
this. Go ahead,
Right.
keep acting the fool. What?
Somebody come look at this.
That's
At some
hilarious.
point, as a woman, you know, you just be done.
This is not the first rodeo. That's why her phone got pulled out because it's not the first
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Somebody got
Is this
time for
that
this.
same girl that he was on Love and Hip Hop with, or is this some other chick?
No, that's what I said. That's Althea. He did the same thing with Althea. That was the girl he was with before. And I think, I don't, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have a kid together. But yeah,
They
he
have.
did that with, I think he did that with her before. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. It was the same thing.
Oh my gosh, sir.
So that's unfortunate that people have to go that far for attention,
Yeah,
you know?
right. Not you
You
doing the
should
same
never
thing twice.
want to unalive yourself for attention or say that for attention. Like clearly he has mental issues
Yeah,
and
he does.
trauma that needs to be
Mm-hmm.
resolved.
You don't have no relationship with your daughter. You and half the industry beef into.
Right.
The
It's a
Sports
lot of
magazine
things.
is not it no more. It's okay. You get older. It's okay. It's
Right.
okay.
All
Actually,
good.
you know what? That's a conversation that a lot of celebrities and musicians need to have about when they're going into their transition. I don't think they can handle it very well.
Yeah.
I don't.
Right.
I think that is a breaking point for a lot of people. Like even when Chris Brown was going crazy about nobody buying his, I do think that after a certain age and you see the decline and no
Mm-hmm.
one's, playing your stuff like that, like T.I. having to break off on this security guy because he didn't know who he was. Like I do think that they take a certain, like, after a while, like it affects them mentally. Like, and
And
so
I'll second that.
I think that I think it definitely does something.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
This.
because when you think about it, like a lot of creatives are very attached to what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when you put your all into something, or you put everything into, you invest your time, your energy, your space, the people and you do miss other things in life because you are putting this particular thing, your creation, forward. That does sometime, if it doesn't go the way you want it to go, there is a certain time when you can be depressed about it and not even know it.
But why be depressed? There's so many different avenues in music. Same thing with modeling. I'm getting older. I'm not it with the young girls. That don't mean I gotta still be on the foot with the young girls. I could find my lane and still be doing modeling. I can
Mm-hmm.
still be in my own lane and still do what I enjoy doing. You don't have to
Exactly.
keep up with the Joneses. You
That's
Nope.
don't
right.
have to. You can still find your lane. Or example, you want to be a basketball player. You can't be a basketball player no more. Be a coach. Help the young kids. Help youth
Mm-hmm.
basketball. Help this, help that. You still have avenues where you can be able to.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much old people modeling right now that was never modeling
Exactly.
But
in their life?
But
but
you know
but
what? That's
Debbie,
in higher demand now. Older people
that's
modeling
because
is in
you don't
higher
have
demand.
ego in that.
That.
There's ego in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying, what you're saying is of maturity and without
Yeah.
ego. There's
Mm-hmm.
ego all in that, so that's why they can't handle it gracefully
And
because there's
that's
ego in it.
sad. And it's sad because
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be the
But
next
that's.
thing. They want young, fresh faces. Your face is
Mm-hmm.
not young and it ain't fresh.
Oh my God.
Like,
This is.
I'm being honest.
I'm crying.
No,
It's
it's
true
true. And
though.
I mean, he never. If we're being real, he never really had the face anyway. But this is why Keanu Reeves and like J. Cole will always be like top notch for me, because these people are so grounded. Like
Right.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole, any given day, you could see him riding his bike around Brooklyn. Like,
Yep.
you
Even
go
Adam
to
Sandler.
Keanu Reeves be on the subways. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, these people are grounded, and
They
if
grounded.
and you don't see Keanu Reeves working as much anymore, but the man knows his worth. He knows he
Mm-hmm.
could pick up a job. He's not crashing out everywhere. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's like these
And to
people,
be
you like.
honest, that's the best place to be is at
Mm-hmm.
peace
Yep.
versus trying to
Right.
keep up with the Joneses, trying to find, oh, let me go to this
Hmm.
party, that party, let me find this friend, that friend. It's just too much. It's
Yep.
better when
Yeah.
you're in your own space, your own bubble, and you move on your own time. You're not
Mm-hmm.
pressed to do
Yeah.
everything and be everywhere.
It
Mhm.
That's
really, and
right.
it's like you could take pride in what you do, but that's not your identity. These people are
Right.
tied to it. Like that's the problem. Y'all don't know
Yeah.
yourselves without that. So,
You still could have been a part doing some magazine for these youth kids or something.
yep.
Do something with that. You got a whole daughter out here. Do a spread on that.
And that's
No,
why, and that's honestly why what you're saying is why Snoop Dogg has the longevity that he
Yeah.
has, working with the youth. Like, let me make little
listen,
kids rap. Like,
he's
you have to be
everywhere.
innovative, otherwise you are not going to last long. And they
Be on
realize
every
that.
Exactly.
commercial. I put me on
Every
every commercial. I'm getting
commercial,
paid.
he's a host. He got a clothing brand in Walmart now. Oh, he's
Mhm.
everywhere. Like
Yeah.
literally,
Right.
he know what he doing.
That's
he,
and
he,
that's how you
him
set
and Martha
yourself
were doing
up.
their thing behind closed doors. They were having a deep conversation, him and Martha,
Exactly.
for real.
Yeah, that's how you set
Yep.
yourself up though. And then you guys are in the spaces that are talking about these things. You're in the
Right. There's
spaces.
no
We're not in
excuse.
the spaces.
No.
Y'all are. So take that opportunity to say,
Mhm.
okay, let me talk to this friend. Let me talk to that friend. Hey, maybe we could
Hmm.
come together on this. Maybe we could throw a little party together and try to bring something,
Exactly.
something.
That's
That's
right.
You
how
That's
you
what
know,
y'all supposed to be doing.
pivoting pivoting and adjusting in anything is very difficult for some people. Some people, whatever they're doing, it could not even be entertainment. It could be something else. It could
Mhm.
be whatever. And if there is a block, or if there is something that comes up that was unexpected, for them to pivot to something else or to pivot into a different mindset is very difficult, and it's really difficult for the average individual. I think the people that can do that are people who are advanced in their mindset some kind of way. Like a switch can go off, and then they just automatically move into a different direction.
I hope y'all seen Denzel Washington got baptized and he now be
Yeah,
and
Yes.
now what you come on now.
Okay.
Come
thank
on
you.
now.
Hello. It's an
What?
opportunity.
Find
He
something to do.
exactly. He going down a whole nother path and still doing his movies. Like,
Right.
come
Yo, I
on, he
didn't know he
found his
was
path.
70 years old.
He
Yes,
looks
it's
damn
incredible.
Hmm.
good. He look like he in his
Yeah.
Incredible.
50s.
Yep. It's incredible. But yeah,
70.
he's definitely
Wow.
somebody who
That's what.
got it
Yeah, that's what
together
happens
up
when you take
here.
care of yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And
I didn't know he had a daughter.
yeah, he has a son. Yeah, a daughter and a son. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
his son is cute though. Not gonna lie.
I don't know what he looks like, but I'd like to know. Wait,
Right, I'm sure.
Check out
wait, is that?
the Black Klansman. That was his first movie. That was his first
Oh, I know. Now I
Wait,
just
I
got a
breaking
visual when
his
you said
role.
that. Right, 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 right.
his
Yeah.
his son was also in another movie too. Oh, I think I know who you. I know he has two though. I think he has two
Yeah,
sons.
he has another
Oh,
movie
then
out too. But I didn't see that one. I think it was the Western or the Eight or something. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. The hell, I gotta look him up now because now I gotta remember the movie.
You know, I
I can't
actually
focus on
thought,
people younger than me. I got to focus on the ones that are in my age bracket because I can't try with him. You know, he's a baby. I need some. You know, yeah.
I'm sorry.
you know,
Prancer
but
wants to be
John Day.
I
pranced.
think in the last movie that Denzel did, and I don't think they put it in the movie, but I think he was talking about an acting role that he had played, and to wherein it,
No, what is happening?
to wherein he had kissed a man.
Oh,
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Denzel.
hearing about that.
Denzel?
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, nah.
if from y'all perspective, how would
Nah.
y'all feel, right?
I didn't know he was a part
Oh,
of that bracket.
Huh?
I didn't know he was a part because they have this thing about black men in Hollywood, how they always have to play either dress in a skirt or do some kind of
Man, do something
pay
gay.
for pay
Yeah.
for a particular role. So I didn't know that you're telling me Denzel was a part of that grouping as well, is what you're telling me right now.
Well, I'm not gonna say all of that, but I know I'm pretty sure that I thought I heard that there was a part that to wherein he kissed a man. Now, my question is to y'all, how would y'all feel if y'all man was an actor and he played a gay role to wherein he kissed a man? How would y'all feel about
You see, my mouth is already moving. So
that?
we're really trying to be able to understand this. Why did he want this role? First of all, we got questions. We're not just accepting this without having questions. Why did you accept this role? How much are you being paid for this role? Do we have to have psychology after this? Because we don't want a Heath
I'm
Ledger.
crying.
We don't want him becoming so much that now he's like, maybe, you know what? I want to be with you, but I
Oh
want to
no, it was
cross-dress too. Like, we have to know where the boundaries are. We have to have questions. So
oh
Mm-mm.
no.
I'm
I
open.
think
My
No.
ears are open to conversation.
Now,
That's what I'm saying.
what would y'all think? Would y'all break up with that man?
I mean,
I
like,
that
wouldn't.
Not for
that's
this
so
one
like
role.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm gonna do it again.
there are
I think it
plenty of
depends on
I'm crying.
who is the
Don't
Like,
do it again.
director of the movie. Is it Martin Scorsese or is this up and coming
yeah, we
guy?
only
Because
doing
if you're
one
trying to
Brokeback
jump
Mountain.
into
We're not doing two. We're not
That's
doing
it.
three. Like
One and
one
done.
Brokeback
well,
Mountain. One.
Brokeback, yeah, I get it, but I mean, like I just think you have like when it's certain producers, you have a better chance of it becoming more blockbuster, you making more money off of it or whatever. And if it's an up and coming guy, then it's like, why would you want to play a gay person in this movie that probably nobody's gonna see ever? You know what I mean? Like I think there would have to be some strategy behind it. But in any case, I don't think I personally, I might be a little too progressive for this group here, but I don't think I would care. Like I would just be like, all right, it's acting. Acting is acting. Like I don't care.
It is.
You
And
know.
there's plenty of
Yes.
straight men
Yeah.
who play
Hold
those
up.
roles.
Hold up.
Plenty of straight men play those
Wait a
roles.
minute. Wait a minute. Now we are acting. Yes. Yes, we are acting. However, you're not acting for a few weeks, for a few months. It's for a year. These projects last for a year. There's been too many, and yes, they have been on the heterosexual side, but they've built a chemistry from being together. We've seen so many people get together because they did a movie together and then break up after the movie's over. Because why? They were wrapped up in all that was going on with the movie. No, I got
It happens.
on the mindset.
But
It
have
really
we seen a
depends
lot
on
of
his mind
have
because
we seen a lot of straight actors hooking up with gay actors and then breaking up after? I don't think we've seen a lot of that. We've seen like
no,
heterosexual couples get together
yeah.
and then, but I think
Right.
if you're
But
not
in this
in
day and age, people are still figuring themselves out. Because people are like, oh, what actress was like, oh, I'm straight, but no, I'm queer now.
oh, I think
Gosh,
Anne
what
Heche,
is her
Anne
name?
Heche. There was
And
Anne Heche was one of them, and then there was even like Demi Lovato was gay, but then she wasn't gay anymore.
So I
oh,
And
mean,
then
she switched
like,
back.
Yeah, she
yes,
put
I
they
yeah,
mean,
them.
men
Give me
haven't done the
type.
same things as women, but I'm not putting it past. We're human, so I'm just not putting
right.
it past that you
You're
can be
not
like,
taking a
you know
chance.
what? I never got to, you know, I never really got to explore this side of me. So maybe it's all about exploration now, baby. I'm not giving anybody any chances to explore anymore than they already explored when they were young. Like, no, you can't explore with me. Sorry, we're done.
Instead of Denzel talking about how supposedly the kiss was cut from the scene, I would from him want to know why the heck did you do it? Like what
I
in
mean,
the
he probably
act
didn't
is
know that.
there an acting type of ambition or something like that that wants to go into these I don't know, it wants to what the,
Some people want to
I
stretch
think with
their limits and
Denzel,
see how far they can go, as
yeah,
an
I agree.
actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that because Denzel has no other reason to do that. Like, because the man is already, top notch
Right. He
A-list
did his
celebrity.
time.
So he doesn't have to do something like that to get a
Mhm.
nomination or something. He's been
Right.
nominated bazillion
Unless he wants
times.
to start doing
So
musicals, I would be curious to see how Denzel can hold a note,
I
have
I don't
some
want to see
range as
Denzel.
far as that.
I
I
don't
don't think he
think
can sing.
Denzel can sing.
I don't think he can sing.
No.
Hey gurus, in case you missed it, Remy Ma turned heads after accusing Papoose of having an extramarital affair with boxer Clarissa Shields. However, Papoose quickly hit back, dropping alleged receipts of Remy's apparent romance battle with rapper Easy Block Captain. Obviously, you know, the way they met, right? The way, or I wouldn't say the way they met, but the way they started. You know, Pat was going up to the jail to see her, and supposedly Remy said that he was coming up there every day. At a certain point, she had to say, yo, you know, you don't have to come every day. And then he started coming 3 times a week. And so that's how they met. Obviously, when she got out of jail, I think they got married, right? Or
No,
did they get?
I mean, not
Oh,
right
they
after,
got
but
married
they got
in
married.
jail, right?
Yeah, they was
I
married
think
in
so,
jail.
yeah.
Right.
And then they had a wedding, a big
Yeah,
wedding
they had a
when she
wedding
got
after
out.
they got out for VH1.
Yeah.
From the story that's going on social media, how Remy started, you know, dishing shots at Clarissa, did it seem like Remy Ma was crashing out?
Yes. I think she is. And I think it's unnecessary, like, because like you're bringing more attention to the topic that really even matters. Like if you're gonna separate, like, and you know, you're gonna do, she's apparently been doing her for a while already. So like why, and like Papoose, from what I understand, has been really quiet about this until she started crashing out, right? So what is the point of, like, is it just that you want the world to know that, you know, he still wants you and you don't want him no more, or like he's what was she saying, a gambler, like he has like a gambling problem and stuff, all these things. Like I just feel like why can't you guys amicably split? Like you're making it a worse situation than it was, and you have a child to think about too. So it's, I don't know, it's a turn off for me, but
I've been
Same.
watching it and hearing from like other influencers, and it's hilarious. Honestly, I've been like, the commentating has been hilarious, and the visuals have been hilarious. But what I'm going to say is that they have had they've Papoose has stood by Remy. She has had him basically on lock, and she's not mentally prepared for him to be moved on like completely. I feel like she still wants to have some kind of ownership because she's had him for so long. He stood by her in jail. They had this what they call the baby, the golden child. So they had the golden child, all this, you
Black
know.
love.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
the
so, and they
brand.
were considered what, the king and queen of rap and everything, like, you know, whatever case might be. So I feel that she's losing some of her ownership. And what I hear about this rapper that she likes or whatever, or she's with now, he's like not even an A-lister, B-lister. He's like C
Never
kind of
heard of
down
him.
there.
First of all, he looks like Papoose.
He does? I
Yeah,
didn't
He
even look.
looks like
He looks like a
Papoose,
light
I
and
skin,
haven't,
more light
I
skin
don't know
than
what he
And
guy looks like
Clarissa
though.
kind of looks like Remy.
That's crazy. All right, y'all doing the most. All right, now they got mental issues too.
I
All
would
right.
say like Clarissa and Remy both have very strong faces.
Yeah.
Like strong, like, you know what I mean? But I don't think they look alike.
I don't think they look alike either. For me, I feel like she
You said
I'm
she,
gonna-
he?
like just like Kay has said, she'd seen, you know, other bloggers' point of view and so forth. I just saw one blogger that had made a point, and I it kind of stuck out to me. And yes, I'm going back to my zodiac here. So he's a you know, he's a Pisces, and you know,
Oh.
yeah. So let's run it back from that. You know what I'm saying? Now, 7 years she was locked up. What man you know ain't gonna be doing nothing in 7 years? Let's be for real. Let's really be for real.
Well, let me say this. Let me say
I'll
this.
wait.
because no. And because a lot of all right. I was one of the guys that listened to Papoose when he first dropped the record. When he first dropped the mixtape with K Slay, and when you listen to his music, Papoose is really that guy of principle.
Of
Like
course.
he is very
course.
advanced
Of
for
course.
his age.
Manipulators have to.
I'm
Manipulators have
so
to.
mad. Ladies, I am R&B. Rap is so out of my. I'm just here for the popcorn, and when it comes to the rap, I'm just because I don't understand. No, but R&B, we can have more. But you know, I liked Remy when she was a part of Fat Joe and that whole the Terror Squad and everything like that. But outside of that, I don't
But
know.
you know,
Only Remy I know is the one I drink. So
I'm sure there's women out there that will try to steal your man.
Oh,
Course they are.
mine. No, he can't be stolen. He was just taken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, personal story. I was cheated on. Did long distance relationship. I thought that he had more integrity than that, but so is life. But the thing is, it's more on them than it is on the person.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
I
Always and
mean,
forever.
you can, and that's the whole thing too. People are like, oh, this is a stand-up person and everything like that. You can be stand-up, but the only people that are going to really know you is your intimate circle. So we can say, oh, Papoose is so great because we're not in his intimate circle. He could be a straight-up hoe and have a whole bunch of females going in and out, and have been, have a little rotation. And Remy has dealt with it because she was like, I was locked up. So, she's one of those females, like, when you down, you down.
All right, but I don't think it kind of went that way though. I think that Remy is just, Remy is very street, and Remy feels that maybe she can handle certain things, and maybe this one didn't go the way she wanted. Well, it obviously didn't, because I mean, we saw the picture of her and Easy Block the Captain hugged up under the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
I didn't see that, but like I saw a reenactment and that was hilarious. So, I who's to say? I mean, it's all I can say is, as an outsider looking in, it's disappointing because it seemed like he stood by his woman through thick and thin. She was down, she was out, he was there. They wanted to have a kid. He made sure that happened for her. And then it's like the separation, a dissipating of love, and it's just like, what happened? Especially since, but then again, we had it on TV and stuff like that, so all of that takes account, of having the cameras constantly watch your relationship and all. So I have to just look at all of it, but it is disappointing because as regular folks that don't have maybe a strong foothold in relationships, we look up to those, that seem to have one. Oh my goodness, I would love to have a Barack and Michele. I would love to have a Jay-Z and Beyonce. I would love to have, because as the outside we looking at, they look great. They're successful, but we have no idea. So I mean, as the common folks, we latch onto that because we hope that we can get a semblance of that, and then we get the reality when they break up, and that's why we always have to tell ourselves we can't put other people's relationships on pedestals. And on
That's
I'm
right.
doing my rant.
Lizzo has spoken up regarding the harassment cases filed against her last year. The Grammy winner was accused by multiple people of harassment in the workplace, including claims from 3 of her former dancers and her former stylist. The latter, filed last September, was recently dismissed by a California federal court judge who granted the partial motion on the basis that the former stylist, Miss Daniels, had no standing to sue Lizzo. Now that Lizzo, as an individual, has been dismissed from the case, she's free to speak out about allegations and the lawsuit in great detail. We're continuing to fight the other claims until they're all dismissed. Not dropped, but dismissed. So, Gurus, what are your thoughts regarding Lizzo's lawsuit being partially dismissed?
Being good for her.
Yeah,
Yeah, good for her.
I know. I'm like, if none of this, it's hard. It's hard because when multiple people talk about something, like
Mhm.
maybe it didn't happen to everybody, but something happened to make people feel some kind of way. But something had to happen. But I know like one of her dances is one of my Instagram followers, like way before she got into this, and it just doesn't seem like she experienced the same thing that everybody else did. So I don't know.
Usually when there's like some sort of drama between people or something, there are two personalities involved in this.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
Lizzo could have been, you know, fed up and maybe seeming that way with them, and maybe they contributed to this harassment in some way. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
how many times have you been to work and there's that one person that you work with that is completely toxic, doesn't do anything, doesn't get anything done, whatever.
Hmm.
And then the boss finally lashes out, and then the first thing that they say is, "Oh, this is harassment," or "I'm being treated this way because of this and that," like not taking it. So I'm not, I mean, there's a handful of people that have said this about Lizzo. I don't think that there's
Hmm.
enough for it to really seem like a real problem with her, because there are other dancers, like you said, Ty, that came out and said that that's not their experience. So
Hmm.
it's like,
Exactly. Right. Well,
if
there's
she's like
something more
that,
to
then
it.
yeah, I
Hmm.
just think that there's a lot more context that's missing from it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But
I know that, working with a lot of celebrities, you can get different sides of them or whatever the
Hmm.
case may be. I just feel like, it was a lot going on with her in this time. And I just feel like maybe, something happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. And maybe other people just rallied together and was like, yeah, me too, So I don't know.
mhm.
I really don't have much to say about this situation because I don't really know much about Lizzo like that. But,
Hmm.
I didn't really follow her story like that because I didn't care. So
Hmm.
sorry.
I mean, I think sometimes um, you really can't talk to everybody.
No, you cannot.
Sometimes you go different places or you work with certain people and you see them so withdrawn. And
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
it makes you wonder, why are they, oh, I don't like that person. They don't talk.
Yeah, they don't
Or
talk. They don't got friends.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, like, please,
They
maybe
probably
they
been
don't
through
like
the
you.
ringer already, and they already been
Right.
through this whole merry-go-round. They don't want to do
Yeah.
it again.
Please.
People go to work just to work and not make
Yeah.
friends, so
Right. Right.
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
and a lot of times in entertainment, there's a certain segment of people that on every entertainment job, there's going to be new people there. And it's
Hmm.
going to be their first experience being somewhere or their first, second, or third experience. And they, just getting a glimpse of everybody and they start seeing who is withdrawn, who's not. And, it's, it,
Yeah.
what Lizzo's name really went through the mud
Hmm.
Yeah.
regarding that. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like nobody's name should be going through the mud, especially when they haven't done anything to deserve that.
Hmm.
And, it's a very dicey
Yeah, I
thing,
know.
Yeah.
Everyone just experiences people differently because there's people that maybe 100 people are cool with, and I'm not cool with them. I mean, my experience
Right.
maybe wasn't the best, so I don't care what everybody else
Right.
thinks.
Yep.
But because of who
Exactly.
she is, she has more people around her who might experience the bad side, and everybody got
Yeah, and
sides.
like, I don't
Everyone,
understand why people are expected to
whatever.
be jolly all the time and happy and like
Right,
the nicest person in the world. People
right,
have bad days. They could have had a bad day. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, it's just,
that's true.
people look at people as, money wise, like when you're in proximity to people with money, I think people do unfortunately look at like, when it goes left, it's like, how can I make money off of this since I'm not making money off of this anymore? You know what I mean?
All right, everybody, it's been a good show.
All
Yeah.
right.
For everybody out there, stay drunk in the spirit. For
Okay.
everybody out there, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hey, Gurus, this is the Lady Guru Show, and we are out of here.
Where my girls at?
Guys,
All right. Good
happy
night.
holidays, everybody.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays. Good night.
Watching while the beat keep
Yes.
knocking.
Merry Christmas.
See y'all
Happy
next
holidays.
year.